Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wellness Moment. This is a moment started by all of us. We have come here from different spaces, different modalities, different learning spaces, but coming together to heal ourselves, to know there are different ways by which we can heal. And every week at this time, 11 o'clock, we have different uh, experts who come in and shows their way of learning, okay, or healing themselves in this space of reality. So today we have Mehul Thakkar ji, Mehul Thakkar ji, and he's going to be talking about Reiki psychic healing. And this is also my first time to understand what is Reiki psychic healing. So to introduce you about Mehul ji, he has been an expert in this space. He's a teacher as well as a trainer. Being a yoga teacher practicing for self, he's been a yoga teacher on and practicing by himself, and being a Reiki master teacher, practicing as a Reiki teacher, and helps others heal. He is also a sound healer. Wow, interesting. So, and a lifestyle enthusiast where he's a whole plant-based vegan and working in the space of food and health also. And he's pursuing his PhD in psychology. And the specialty is he's associated with Reiki Rays Institute in Japan as a facilitator. So he's going to be taking a session today on Reiki psychic healing. To just give you a broad idea, what is Reiki psychic healing? It's a unique and a profound, intuitive and transformative healing technique which replaces disempowering beliefs with empowering beliefs. So I welcome Mehulji to give us an opportunity to understand this and experience this. Mm, And welcome, Mehulji. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Neetaji, thanks for your kind introduction and your kind words.
Thank you.
Let me share my screen. Can you confirm, is it visible? Okay. Fine. So once again, welcome all of you in the session of Wellness Leaders Movement. As Neetaji rightly said, we are a group of leaders who are conducting such kind of programs on every Sunday, where you'll be able to get a chance to learn about the health and wellness. That's the objective of this moment. Okay. So the agenda for today's session will be, we'll understand what is a Reiki. Those who are new, those who have joined first time, will understand what is Reiki, what is the psychic and mind functions, how our mind works, and then we'll jump into our core topic, that is what is Reiki psychic surgery and how it works. And then last 15 minutes, we'll be having a Q&A session. I'm requesting everyone to keep themselves mute. Last 10-15 minutes, you will get a chance to put your questions and get it clarified. Okay. So let's understand the Reiki. Reiki is a universal life force. So very simple meaning of Reiki is it's a universal life force. It is a supreme spiritual, invisible, intelligent healing energy exists across the universe. Right? It is a holistic healing approach. So this universal energy has a characteristics, or it has a capacity to heal us. So that's a healing power of the universal energy, which makes us complete and whole. Okay. In a very holistic aspects, if we talk about, it's not only helping us to heal our physical, mental, or emotional disorder, it will help us to manifest our dream as well. So whatever we want in our life, if we can do the request to universe in a proper manner, we could able to see as a part of manifest too. So it's a holistic approach to make us complete. If we talk about the core meaning of it, it's made up of two words. This is Japanese word. So Reiki means Rei means universe, higher power, or a consciousness, and Ki means life force or energy. So by combining these two words, we can say Reiki is the universal life force. Right? It is a very short about it. Sometimes later, if we get a chance, we can discuss more about it. Now, Reiki is also known as universal life force, cosmic energy. So scientists call it as a cosmic energy. Only the name is different. The source is same. It is a single one. Source is one. Only the name is being different, given different in a different modalities or different countries. So in Yoga Abhyas, we call it as a Pran Shakti. In naturopathy, it is called as Jivni Shakti. And medical science is called as immunity. Right? So this Reiki, the same energy is being called with a different name. If we talk about the Reiki healing part, the Reiki healing is also known as a different way. In some countries, it is being called as palm healing. Some countries, it's called as spiritual healing, energy healing. All are the different name to denote or represent the Reiki healing. Okay, now let's understand about the psychic part. So the psychic is another word of mind. We'll understand what exactly the psychic mean and what are the potential that our mind possess, and then we'll talk about the psychic surgery part. So in a very simple terms, as we all know, our mind has a cognitive ability, right? We can think, we can memorize, we can judge, we can do the all the cognitive part of it. So it's described as an innate ability of the human mind. We have thoughts, we have emotions, we have intuition, we have intention. All those are playing a role in the healing too. So emotions, visualization, telepathy, telekinetic, and teleportation. So this last three aspects may be new for you, but it is a potential, it is a capacity of our mind to work. Okay, and that's help us to manifest the things. So this is very brief about it. Now, many people are not aware about these aspects. Commonly, we say that brain is mind and mind is brain. Right? However, if we look from the psychological perspective or anatomy and physiology perspective, both are different. Brain is not mind, mind is not a brain. Let's try to understand. A brain is a physical human body organs. It is a physical organs in our head. That is a brain. Right? If the doctor do the surgery, he or she can able to see our brain because it is a physical organs in our body. So we call it as a structure entity. It is a structure entity, part of our structure. And a mind is nothing but the functional aspects of the brain. I'll give you one example. The brain can do the intellect, they can think, they can judge. So those are the functions of the brain. And the functional aspects of the brain is called as mind. Right? This is as per our psychology and as per our scriptures. So very simple. Brain is a structural entity, mind is a functional entity of the brain. Again, if you would like to simplify it for our better understanding, we can take the example. In our body, we have legs, right? And legs have a functions either to walk or to run. So legs you can consider as a brain, as a structure entity, and the functions of the legs is called as functional entity. Okay, fine. So these are very important aspects to be understand. What is brain and what is mind? Okay, if it just simply understand the various functions of our mind, very common: thinking, feeling, desiring, memorizing, problem solving, decision making, intuition, belief, emotions, and formation of the habit. So these are the few functions of our mind. We all are aware about it. So nothing new into it. Okay. Now let's understand how mind works. Okay, very important aspects. We'll have some few minutes we'll spend on the understanding about the mind. I'm sorry, it was my apologies. Get disconnected.
Also, maybe the voice is a little bit choppy. So if you could come to a space where we can hear you.
Is it better now?
Go on.
Okay.
Let's see. Let
Is
us hear you.
okay. Let me share my screen. So we are here. How mind works. Okay. As we all know, our mind are basically divided into two aspects: conscious mind and subconscious mind. Not to talk much because it's very well known things. Let's touch on the core part of it, how our mind works. So our subconscious mind has mechanism to build belief, programs, and references. So in psychological terms, it is called as programs. In spiritual terms, it is called as rag or dvesh or drashti. We have belief. In a simple terms, you can say, you can understand our subconscious mind is forming the reference, forming the belief into it, knowingly or unknowingly, whether we wish or not. Our subconscious mind is continuously building the reference by its own. Okay, let's see what are the source of those reference. The first source is experience. As we are experiencing many things in our life, by our experience, the references gets built up, gets created in our subconscious mind. Okay, if we have visited some place, then the image, the vibration of those place are reside within us, and whenever we are in a similar place, we could able to recall it. So that is nothing but the reference in the subconscious mind that we have, which comes by the experience. The Amriji, can I request you to keep yourself mute? Okay. The second is information. Whatever the information that we are gathering, or nowadays it's a era of the information. So all the information are getting bombarded to us. That's also create the reference in our subconscious mind. Whatever the information that is being shared to you, the advertisement in the TV or in the movies are the best example of it. They are just giving us the information about their product, and that is being registered in our subconscious mind. So if there is a example for toothpaste as a say Colgate, there is an example for advertisement for toothpaste, and they are selling the Colgate. So whenever we go to the departmental store, we immediately pick up the Colgate toothpaste from the rack, because those Colgate word is being registered in our subconscious mind, and that's why we are picking up. So entire advertising policy and strategy is based on this information part, because it is create a reference in our subconscious mind. And the third way is imagination. In our subconscious mind, reference also gets created, programs also made with the help of imagination. Whatever we imagine, those reference programs are get created in our subconscious mind. Okay, so those who are into education line, they are using this imagination power very frequently in their profession, or those who are student, those who are learning, they do frequently do the imaginations. So by these three ways, our reference or the programs gets created in our subconscious mind. Let's move further. In every one of us, we are living in the society, so every one of us have a various events and situations that we come across. तो हमारे जीवन में घटनाएं घटती रहती है, बनती रहती है, तो events are getting occurred by its own. Now what will happen whenever any external events happen in front of us or surrounding to us? Those events and reference are just finding the correspondence belief in our subconscious mind. Okay. Just as I gave you the example that when Colgate word are registered in our subconscious mind, and when we go to the departmental store, we will immediately pick up the Colgate toothpaste from the rack. Fine. In the similar pattern, the surrounding events will pick up the relevant reference from our subconscious mind, and when it finds the relevant reference, it get appraisal of it. Okay. उसका अप्रेजल करेंगे, उसका मूल्यांकन करेंगे कि ये क्या है, कैसा है, पास्ट में ऐसा हुआ था तो क्या हुआ था, उसका रिजल्ट क्या था, now how it is, how is the situation, how is the people. All those evaluations are being done once it gets the appropriate reference in the subconscious mind. Based on the appraisal, we have thoughts and we have feelings. हमें उसके कंटेक्स्ट में थॉट्स एंड फीलिंग्स आते हैं. Okay, so our thoughts and feelings are the outcomes of the appraisal, what our subconscious mind did. Okay. Based on the thoughts and feeling, our behavior is being formed. हमारा behavior बनता है, जैसे हमारा thoughts and feeling होता है, based on that we behave or we respond or react to the given situation. Fine. So that's determine our behavior. Whether it is appropriate, inappropriate, empowering, disempowering, that is a different thing. Or it is a reaction or the response, that's a different aspects. But based on our thoughts and feeling, we do behave in our society, or we do react to the events and situations. This behavior is impacting on our biological part. Right? When we say biological part means it is impacting to our body. Again, whether we wish or not, all our actions, behaviors are impacting to the biology of our body. Okay. Just to give you an example, if the tiger comes in front of us, we immediately try to run away from that place. Okay. And our heartbeats and our perspiration will change. That's a biological impact that we have. Based on the situation, our biology is also getting changed. Okay, that's a intelligence, and it's a mechanism of our body. All those hormones which is required to run away from that particular situation, it gets built up, it gets triggered it out, and our body will help us to run out from those situations. Okay, so that is a biological process. Now, suppose let's take one example. Our children are they are studying in either college or in school. So very frequently we taught to our children that do not angry, be focused in your study, do the work very seriously, very rigorously. Such kind of statement we do call to our children so that they can do well in their study. Our children is also understanding that anger is not good for our health. We do not do the worries. All those things are there. Fear is not good for health. If we do the fear, we could not able to perform well in the exam. Everything they are aware from the information perspective. And as a parent, we also remind them very frequently that do this, do not this, do this, do not this, likewise. Now, what will happen is, based on those understanding, based on the information that is given by the parents, the children have those understanding. I'm just giving an example of children. It is applicable to all the humans. The children have those understanding that we should not worry, we should not anger. Fine. Anger will deplecate our energy so that it will drain away our energy. We should not able to focus in our study if we do the anger or worries or we have fear. Those kind of information, those type of understanding, it's reside in the conscious mind only. Okay? Those understanding are reside in the conscious mind only, and they will take the resolution. They will commit to the parents, papa or mummy, now onwards I will not do the anger, I will not be angry, I will not be worry, I will not be a fearful. Such kind of resolution they do to either themselves or to their parents. Again, the understanding and resolutions are up to the conscious level only. That is the functions of the conscious mind to gain the understanding, to form the understanding, and to commit the resolution. As we all know, even though our children are committing to us that I will not do it further from 2 days onwards, or from next week onwards, or from tomorrow onwards, I will practicing this, I will practice this, I will not do this, I will do this. Such kind of commitment they do give. As we know, it lasts only for 1 day, 2 day, or 1 week. Again, from the after 1 week, they again indulge into the same practice. Okay. The reason behind this is those things, those resolution, those understanding reside up to the conscious mind, and conscious mind is a temporary part of it. In a very simple terms, if you understood. Okay. Just in case of computer, we have two types of memory, RAM and ROM. Right? So one is a temporary memory, another is a permanent memory. So to understand the conscious mind and subconscious mind in a better way, you can compare with the RAM and ROM. The conscious mind is a temporary one, subconscious mind is a permanent one. If we think over it, why it is happen after explaining so many time to our children, why the things are not getting changed, why it is not comes as a part of the permanent aspects into them. The reason is conscious mind is a temporary unless until we are not inculcating those understanding and resolution into the subconscious mind, it will not make any change neither to ourselves nor to our children. Okay. So the core part, the takeaway from this slide is whatever the learning that we have, whatever the resolution that we are taking, we as a adult also do the resolution every beginning of the year. The 1st January comes, on 31st December, we took the resolution that from 1st January onwards, I will not do this, I will do this, I will not do this, I will do this. So we make our checklist and we prepared our schedule. Okay. Might be 1 week time. We may do it 3-4 days or 1 week time. We could able to slightly able to follow our new schedule. But after 1 week, again, we are becoming as it is. The reason is those understanding and resolutions are not being inculcated in the subconscious mind. Once it is inculcated, once it is formed into the subconscious mind, our actions, reactions, response gets changed. Fine. Whatever the events, as we have seen the complete mechanism of how our mind works, when we inculcate those things into the subconscious mind, it create the reference, and when it create the reference, the next time event situation will pick up those reference and allow us to do the right thing in a right manner. Okay. So this is the complete framework of the mind and how it works. Okay. Now you might thinking that we are talking about the Reiki psychic surgery and why we are discussing the mind. There is a point over here. A Reiki psychic surgery has those techniques or the mechanism to bring this understanding and resolution into subconscious mind. So what this, with the help of Reiki psychic surgery, what we do is we as a healer are inculcating the wisdom from conscious mind to subconscious mind and registering inside the subconscious mind so that it will bring a permanent change into our own self. And the permanent empowering change will bring us the health, happiness, and harmony in our life. Okay. So that's also one of the way. Reiki psychic surgery is a technique or a process to bring those wisdom, empowering wisdom from conscious mind to subconscious mind. Okay. This is the reason why we understood the complete framework of our mind. Let's move forward. If you have any question, just park your question. In last 10-15 minutes, we will help you to answer your queries. Okay. In psychology terms, we are not normally use the good and bad part. We will say empowering and disempowering habits. So as we all know, to do the meditation is an empowering thing, empowering habits, and to do the smoking or to do the drinking of alcohol is a disempowering habit. So those habits which brings our consciousness up is treated as a empowering habit. So many empowering habits we have, and there are those habits which bring down our consciousness or awareness, that is called as disempowering habits. Very simple, very clear. Okay. Now let's come to our main point. What is a psychic surgery? A psychic surgery is a profound, intuitive, transformative healing process or healing techniques. As we discussed before, with the help of psychic surgery, we could able to inculcate good habit, empowering thoughts, and build a reference in our subconscious mind so that our thinking, our actions, our response gets more mature. To bring the more maturity, spiritual, there are various types of maturity. We will not talk much about it, but to bring the spiritual maturity, which uplift our consciousness, we need those type of reference in our subconscious mind, and that can be inculcated with the help of Reiki psychic surgery. Very simple terms. Why the drinker is always drinking the liquor? Why the smoker is repetitively do the smokings one after another, one after another? Because he or she feels that by doing the smoking or by consuming the cigarette, he or she feel relaxed or his or her tension goes away. That's their reference, that's their belief. And based on their belief, they continuously keep on smoking, keep on smoking, keep on smoking, keep on drinking, keep on drinking, keep on drinking. It's run one after another. Right? And it becomes very difficult for them, even though they know that smoking and drinking is harmful for them, they could not able to live out of it. To get rid out of it, the Reiki psychic surgery is one of the technique, one of the process to come out from those bad habits or disempowering habits. Reiki psychic surgery works on the subtle energy level. It works on our energy level. So the energy which is helping us to transform, the energy which is helping us to inculcate those empowering habits. And energy has a force, energy has a power. With the help of those power, we could able to very easily replace disempowering habits with the empowering habits. We could able to also feel the connection between mind, body, and spirit. Okay. Very commonly use word mind, body, and spirit. However, to move away in the spiritual world, we need to learn how to connect our mind, body, and spirit. You all are agree. You all are from the spiritual background, so you very well know that the connection between these three is very important to move forward. It is a non-invasive complement with the conventional medical treatment. Why we are calling it as a conventional medical treatment is, in medical terminology, we have surgery. So doctors removing the defective organs from our body or repair the defective organs in our body. In the similar way, in psychic surgery, psychic means mind, surgery means we are replacing. So whenever we replace disempowering beliefs and thoughts with the empowering beliefs and thoughts, this process is known as psychic surgery. Fine. Okay. Now let's talk something about it, how it can be performed. What are the ways of it? So let me give you a brief idea. You will get more idea when you experience it. The spiritual practice are always need to be experienced rather than to talk about it. So at the primary level, we talk about it, we gather the information about it, and then we put into practice. When we put into practice, when we realize it, we could able to feel the power of it. So in case of Reiki psychic surgery, there are multiple sessions of it. The sessions are being split into three aspects: the healing session, counseling session, and a feedback session. So as a healing, we as a healer are trying to bring those empowering habits into your subconscious mind. So one day you have a healing session or a psychic surgery session. Before that, if required, you will have a counseling session, that what all disempowering habits that you want to move away from your life. Those counseling sessions we have repetitively, one after another, healing. And then as a healer, we took a feedback that today you had a healing session or today you had a psychic surgery. How do you feel it? What small level of changes that you found in yourself? Okay. We work on a very small chunk. We know that the bigger habit, which is last since 10 years or 20 years, it cannot be moved out of the life in a overnight journey. It won't be. It's not a overnight journey. It will take its reasonable time, but every day you could able to see the remarkable change into you, right? That the Reiki psychic surgery will help you to do so. Okay. Now, if we talk about where Reiki psychic surgery can help us, or in which scenario we can take the help from the Reiki psychic surgery. So as we discussed before, all the disempowering habits, those who would like to get rid out of their disempowering habits, they can take help of Reiki psychic surgery. We spoke much about it, so it's quite clear to you that how it helping us to change the our habits, smoking, drinking, all those things. I'm just giving example of these two, but there are so many bad habits that we human have. For all the bad habits, we can get rid out of it with the help of Reiki psychic surgery. Those who have suffered from the panic attack, in case of panic attack also, Reiki psychic surgery can help you a lot to stabilize, to balance. Okay. On top of it, for all those psychosomatic disorder, right? Just giving you a brief idea what is psychosomatic disorder. Those disorder which comes from mind to body, which leaves the impression to our body, or which creates the impression in our body from the mind because of our mindsets. Whenever we invite the disease in our body, those are called as psychosomatic disease. Here the psycho word comes from psychic, from mind to the body. All those disorder which comes from mind to body is known as psychosomatic disorder, like anxiety, insomnia, migraine, indigestion, anger. These are the few examples of it. ADHD, which is being normally seen in the students or the child. Post stress disorder. If you undergone with any operations, and after completion of the operations, if you would like to get balance yourself, you can take the help from Reiki psychic surgery. It will help you to come out from those post-traumatic stress disorder. So these are the few examples, and with this, I would like to stop here uh, for the sharing the knowledge in context to the Reiki psychic surgery. Just to give you, add one more point, and then let me pause here. In case of Reiki psychic surgery, it is as we seen, it is a profound technique to replace our disempowering habit with the empowering habit. So how it can be performed, just give you a brief idea about it. While taking the Reiki psychic surgery, you need to lie down in a Savasana position, and it's a 1 hour session uh, that helps you, the healer will help you to guide complete step by step how it can be performed. So it's a 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour session. In that session, you need to lie down in a Savasana position, and the healer will help you to inculcate those empowering habits into you. With this, let me stop here. Uh, Namrata ji, over to you. You can take it forward.
Thank you, Mehul ji, for such a lovely session. In today's era of information news overload, it is impossible to stay calm and at peace. So the body is always in the fight or flight mode, I feel, and that is where human intervention is needed. तो अभी आपने मेहुल जी को सुना, पहले क्वेश्चन आंसर करें मेहुल जी, पहले आपका बताएं।
आप बता दीजिए, बाद में क्वेश्चन आंसर करते हैं।
ठीक है, तो मेहुल जी हैज ऑफर्ड टू हेल्प अस रीसेट आवर बॉडी टू अचीव होलिस्टिक हेल्थ, और वेलनेस लीडर्स मूवमेंट जो कि उनकी ये इच्छा है कि वॉलंटियरली हम सब लोगों को जितना हेल्प कर सकें वो करें। तो उन्होंने वेलनेस लीडर मूवमेंट ने ये ऑफर के लिए मेहुल जी को अप्रोच किया था और उन्होंने अग्री भी किया है। एंड दिस ऑफर इज फॉर द ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स टुडे जस्ट नाउ। तो कम से कम 3 रेकी के साइकिक सर्जरी के सेशंस लगते हैं टू फॉर यू टू फील द बेनिफिट। तो 999 रुपीज में आपको 3 सेशन, जो कि लगभग 1 घंटा पर सेशन का है, बट इट अप्लाइज ओनली अगर आप 11 बजे के पहले रजिस्टर करें, 9th मंडे, कल तक। एंड सेशन विल बी कंडक्टेड इन द होल वीक, दैट इज 9th to 15th। जैसे बोला मैंने कि हर सेशन 1 घंटे का है, और सेशन के अपॉइंटमेंट के लिए आप 9033088894 को फोन कर सकते हैं, और गूगल पे का नंबर भी दिया हुआ है, तो यू कैन अवेल ऑफ दिस ऑफर। इसमें अगर कोई और क्वेश्चन हो तो आप पूछ लीजिए। किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो पूछ लीजिए।
Any question
Yeah,
related to
I have
Reiki?
a question here.
Please.
Hello, good morning. I have a question here. Am I audible?
Yes, Nitin ji, you are audible.
Okay. So, like, we saw some psychosomatic disorders, right? So, how many sessions it would require to heal that? Say, for example, I'll take an example of indigestion. So I have a problem of indigestion. So how many sessions would be required to heal that particular problem?
Okay, Nitinji, good question. So Nitinji, you can start with the 3 session. You will see the difference in your body. आपकी बॉडी
Okay.
ही आपको डिफरेंस दिखाएगी. जब तक आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आपको कंप्लीटली क्योर नहीं हुआ, तब तक आप सेशन ले सकते हो. There is no defined numbers here that with this numbers, this psychosomatic disease will be cured. With this number, this will be cured. The simple funda is in after each session, you will realize the change within you. Your body will
Okay.
says that this is the change which I can feel, and over a gradual time, you can go for the psychic surgery session until you are not completely getting benefited. So that is up to you. How many sessions you would like to take?
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
तो मेहुल जी, हमें कैसे पता लगेगा कि जो डिजीज हमारे अंदर है वो साइकोसोमेटिक ही है और फिजिकल नहीं है?
ओके जतिन जी, जैसे कि हमने लिस्ट देखा साइकोसोमेटिक डिसीज का, तो मेडिकल साइंस ने ये जितने भी डिसीजेस है वो सारे साइकोसोमेटिक नेचर में डाले हुए हैं. ठीक है, इट इज एज पर द वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कि आपको इंसोम्निया है, इंडाइजेशन है, तो इंडाइजेशन एंड इंसोम्निया इज रिलेटेड विद द माइंड, तो दैट फॉल्स अंडर द साइकोसोमेटिक एस्पेक्ट्स. सो जतिन जी, इज इट आंसर योर क्वेश्चन और यू वांट मी टू इलैबोरेट मोर?
हमारा जैसे इंडाइजेशन तो नॉर्मली भी हो सकती है ना, तो मतलब वो साइकोसोमेटिक है कैसे पता लगेगा ये? मतलब स्पेसिफिकली, क्योंकि इंडाइजेशन बहुत नॉर्मली भी लोगों को हो जाती है, मतलब ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, तो हाउ वुड वी नो
वेरी
दैट इट इज एक्चुअली साइकोसोमेटिक?
वेरी सिंपल. यदि हमने 5-3 दिन में मैकडोनल्ड में पिज्जा बर्गर नहीं खाया हुआ है एंड फिर भी हमें इंडाइजेशन होता है, तो वो साइकोसोमेटिक है. और अगले ही दिन हमने पिज्जा बर्गर खाया हुआ है और इंडाइजेशन होता है, तो वो दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द फूड. सिंपल. मीन्स खाने से आया
ओके
हुआ है कि हमारे माइंड से आया हुआ है, दैट वी कैन एबल टू डिस्टिंग्विश बाय अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट वी हैव कंज्यूम्ड इन पास्ट 3 days.
ओके. And these sessions, the psychic healing sessions are focused on a particular problem that we want to solve, or they can be generic as well?
Good question. So Jatinji, whenever you approach to us, we will understand your concern first. We will have a detailed discussion and counseling about your concern. It is a one-to-one. It's not a generic one. It is
Okay.
always one-to-one. So whatever the habits that you want to change in your life, or whatever the concern that you would like to overcome on your mental, physical, and emotional part, you can share with us as a healer, and we'll work on it through Reiki psychic surgery.
Okay. Okay.
It is one-to-one.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Welcome, Jatin ji.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please, Kusum ji.
You were just mentioning about, is the food the cause of the problem, like you just mentioned, or is it psychosomatic? Like when we say psychosomatic, we are exposed to so much of interaction with people, so when they are talking to us, how do we create that the protection to our mental health or mental strength, so that whatever they say doesn't affect us and then create these psychosomatic issues of psych? I mean, I want to understand, is it psychosomatic when we are thinking about it, or when somebody has said something to us and we are, I mean, just generally also in a joke or anything, when people tell us something or in regards to health, how do we create that barrier once that situation has happened so that it doesn't affect our body?
Okay. Kusum ji, very good question. And very common as well. So as we are living in the society, we interact with the many people. our family member, our friends, and we have a many informations comes to us. So Kusumji's question is, how do we protect ourselves so that we are not trapped into any psychological part, and we can get prevent from the psychosomatic disease? That's a question of Kusumji. So Kusumji, to protect ourselves, we need a spiritual maturity. A spiritual maturity itself is a very big subject. I'm just trying to give you a summary of it in 2, 3, 5 statements, and you can explore further. It's a very big subject, spiritual maturity. So, to protect ourselves from the information or from the criticism of the people, we need to bring our consciousness to the next level. Okay. And definitely Reiki can help you in this too as well. We need to understand that whatever the people are commenting for us or whatever the people are sharing the information to us, it is by and large the product of their own mind. They are not criticizing to you. They are just. Can I request you to keep yourself mute? So they are not criticizing to us. Even they don't know us as well. We know ourselves better. When people are commenting on us or criticizing us or condemn us, you need to understand with the spiritual maturity aspects that it is their own mindsets, it is their own belief, it is their own mind problem which force them to criticize. Okay, that is a one aspects. Again, if I would like to talk many hours, we can talk about the spiritual maturity. I'm just giving you pointers so that you can explore further. The second aspect is acceptance. Very commonly we use word acceptance, but it's a carries a very high weight on it. So the acceptance part and expectation part are closely related to each other. When your acceptation gets increased or the acceptance level gets increased, your expectation will fall down from the people or expectation will fall down from the situation. So acceptance and expectations are most equal and opposite to each other. Increase your acceptance part, fine, with the help of spiritual maturity. Your expectation from the people and situations and from the society and from government will reduce. When there is a big gap between this acceptation and expectation, your life becomes easy and smooth, and it will be a celebration for you. Kusumji, hope it's answer your question.
Yes, sir. I was looking at a more, I mean, if you could help me with a practical thing, like say, if we've gone for a party and we've enjoyed eating our pizzas and burgers, we've enjoyed it because probably that was a cheat day. And somebody comes up to you in a joking way says, Acha, you've always been a healthy eater. Today you're eating this. Tomorrow, you're going to have a bad stomach. It's a joke. It's some, like a friendly thing. And the next day you really have a bad stomach. Like you feel that it was a bad stomach, and it's okay just because of eating bad food. But what was that? What was the effect of that joke that the person told you that affected your mind to create the bad stomach? I mean, that's so. What do you then do if you? I mean, so you have to be continuously aware 24/7 about whoever you're with, like even a friend, you have to continuously create that mind, awareness and the protection layer for yourself with every word that the person says. That becomes so much of a high energy process, for you because you're with friends, everybody's joking around and all. But in jokes also, people are saying things like this. They are in jokes, they're body shaming. In jokes, they are, picking on your, your weaknesses. and we feel it's a joke. It's just like, to be laughed out. But does it really then go and affect you subconsciously?
Okay, Kusumji. So to answer to your question is in two part. Yes, if we eat the burger, pizza, or I don't know the name, but burger, pizza, all those things which comes line with this junk food. On physical part, yes, your body gets impacted without commenting from your friends. That is one aspect that maybe. Second aspect is even though that burger pizza is good quality, it is a fresh and it has not bring any physical disorder into your body, but the comment which comes from your friend might be strongly registered in your subconscious mind. And if it is strongly registered to your subconscious mind, even though you have consumed the healthy burger pizza are never healthy. I would not recommend it, but I'm just using the word. If at all it is a
I
fresh
do.
and healthy,
One point here, sir. I'm sorry cutting you. I mean, though even healthy or not healthy, but my own acceptance that I'm eating something with my own acceptance. So I'm happy about what I'm
absolutely,
eating. I'm content about it. So that is, anyways, the burger pizza. If I am content, it will, suit me. It won't create a problem for me. And vice versa, if I'm eating it with the guilt, so that is already there. And then the comment also comes out from the other person. So then, then how it would work?
then there is a highest chance to have a psychosomatic. You will tends to be indigestion problem. If you have a strong guilt over it by consuming the pizza and burger, and strongly you have inculcate those comments of your friends into your subconscious mind, then you bound to have a indigestion challenge. So these are the two aspects of it. It may be, may not be. It might be on first side or it may be on a second side.
So when you get a comment like this, what should you do as a protection barrier, protection layer? Like immediately when somebody comments something to you like this, if you are aware about that it might affect you, what do you do? I mean, should you do something? Like, should you create a
Absolutely.
second thought in your head, or what?
Absolutely. Yes. The spiritual maturity also teaches about it. That is let go. Just let go it and immediately switch over to the another topic. Instead of just debating on it or just memorizing it, just immediately let go it and move to the another topic. Talk about some other things. That helps to uh, get rid of it or not to registered in our subconscious mind. Let go. So let go is also one aspect in spiritual maturity. Hope is it answer your question, Kusumji?
Yes, to a point. I was thinking on more on, when it just happens, should we create a second thought right away? Like, I know I'm healthy and I'm eating with my own will, and this is going to help me and nurture me. When that thought is pushed out to you from the opposite person, should you in your mind create a secondary thought? Because letting go sometimes, sir, it becomes like just ignoring it. But I'm talking of like that really deep level which is it's hitting into your subconscious without your knowledge. I mean, if you have not created a second thought over it, I mean, you're just ignoring it, I feel. Instead of letting go also is a process. I mean, it includes a number of things to be done and then let gone. But just switching on to a new topic is like, you're just ignoring this thing. And it might just affect you subconsciously without your knowledge. So should you create
Uh,
a second thought over it?
yes, Kusumji. That's in context to that opposite affirmation you can do.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question where we can help you out?
There's a question, can you unmute yourself and ask? And you wish to know more about the course that Mehul ji is offering. So you can register and experience the Reiki healing. can reach out at the number which has been shared. Since we don't have any question, Mehul,
Sure.
thank you for your learning and teaching things, bringing clarity more about the conscious and the unconscious mind and how it functions and how the Reiki healing can help us to get out of the belief system that we are absorbing from the surroundings. Thank you so much for this opportunity to understand what is psychic.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Namrataji. Thanks, Neetaji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
Everyone
much.
for joining.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.